Alright, we're back. Starting up a new game. We just finished up Lord of the Rings Conquest. I'll be switching over to the Xbox here. Another movie game. This is one that I wanted to play. Around the same time when I did Fellowship of the Ring, I was doing a Matrix game, which was Enter the Matrix, which was also played off of the Xbox. And there was another Matrix game out there that I wanted to check out, which was Path of Neo, which I heard was decent. I got them both about the same time. I had played Enter the Matrix, I don't know, pretty frequently. I mean, for a good period there. I was renting it like often enough for a good 2 months. And I remember thinking it was a real cool game. Playing it recently, it definitely takes a lot of nods from Max Payne. You could definitely tell the influence there, but it also kind of has like its own unique little combat system, which I thought was sort of interesting. But this is Matrix Path of Neo. I think it was made a couple years after Enter the Matrix. After the movies, I think all three had come out, or the three at the time. But it was still developed by Atari, which they did like sort of a decent job previously with Enter the Matrix, but I don't know. I'm sure some people feel differently. It was a bit of a jank game, as the kids say, so we'll see. I've played a few minutes of this just to test it and make sure it worked. It seemed interesting. So we're going to check it out and see what all it is like. But let's get it booted up here in a sec. Also, I think you're right. The hero basic combos typically just work better, so they almost always destroy. Yeah, and Battlefront too. Yeah, hero versus villain was not a very fun mode to play, unfortunately. It's very lopsided in favor of the heroes. Let me change the ticker here just so we are playing something, or so that we're playing something different. Starting the Matrix. The Matrix. Oh, somebody else is playing Path of Neo. There's one person playing Path of Neo right now. And it's not me. Because I haven't even switched over to it yet, so I don't know. Maybe if I finish up, we could toss them a raid. We'll see what happens. I don't know if they're playing for a while or what. Anyway, let's get booted up. Hello, game. Are you there? Oh, that's right. I muted it. You're starting to think about how starting to say jank a lot 10 years ago. Yeah, it's not exactly the newest expression. Oh, is this not... I thought this was a widescreen game. Shit, I don't have a background for it. Maybe I could pull something up real quick. Hold on. The Enter the Matrix was widescreen, and even more surprising than that, it was presented in like 1080p, and it ran at like 60 FPS, which was crazy. But it did in fact work. So I'm a little bit surprised that this one is 4:3 in aspect ratio. I might be able to change it in the options menu though. Let me see if it allows me to do something like that. Oh shit. Let's take a look. Video. Okay, brightness. Anything else? No? Controller configuration. Oh no, I'm playing with a Duke again too. That's not good. I'm gonna cut the music and the sound effects down by a little bit because these usually end up being loud. Let's see what headphones does. Sometimes it makes it sound a little bit better. Let's turn subtitles on. The game is super quiet, but I don't know, it might be supposed to be like that. Let me see if I can find a decent background of some sort. All these suck. gonna have to do too, which is not gonna be great, is I need to do a 4x3 crop. Let me see if just like the generic one that I did before works well enough. There we go. Alright. That's gonna have to be good enough for now. If I want, I could get Neo's arm in there. Or I could get, let's get Neo in there. A little Neo action. There we go. It's all wet and stuff. Do you wish to save the options? Yes. Alright, there's the pill. Red pill me. Yeah, we'll go ahead and overwrite that. It looks like Neo's stalking you. Well, good. I like to inspire a little bit of fear in the streams. Wake up, Neo. The Matrix has you. Oh no, it has him. Yeah, for whatever reason, this game is like super quiet. I don't know if it's gonna get louder or what. I could turn it up for you guys, but I can't turn it up any higher for me, which sucks. If I turn it up higher for me, it also turns up my mic.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
When does the Matrix not have him? Good question. Let's take the blue pill. That sounds nice to me. I want to go back to bed.
Perhaps I was wrong about you, Neo. I'm sorry you won't be joining us.
Was that it? He wasn't even in his bed. Oh yeah, look at that. We could choose to continue or level select. What extras do we have? Ooh, cheats. Making up, alright. Alright, I guess we shouldn't have taken the blue pill. Yeah, what if he grabbed both pills? Took them both at the same time. Now that is what I expect from the one. And then he becomes like a super being. He merges with Smith and he's like the ultimate Matrix virus. Let me see if I can skip this.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Alright, show me that rabbit hole.
Have you ever had a dream you were so sure was real?
Neo fights into two and he must fight blue Neo. It's red versus blue. There's red Neo and blue Neo. If they merge, they don't turn purple, they just turn into green Neo, like the Matrix. He becomes Geo, yes. I don't really know what this is about. Oh boy. The controls feel a little weird. I don't know if it's not as bad as Enter the Matrix. Enter the Matrix is pretty bad in terms of controls. You get used to it, but yeah, this one feels a little odd. At least the right stick manipulates the camera, though. What the hell am I doing? Whoop! Too fast for you. You take that, security guard. Whoa! He may be dead.
Freeze!
It's not much of a dodge if you like break the thing they're trying to take cover behind. Oh good, I have a weapon now. Click R to draw firearms and lock onto targets. Click R again to holster weapons. Cycle targets with R and fire with the stick. Or the trigger, not the stick. Oh really? Will you now? I don't know about that. Shouldn't be talking shit. Classic cops. Freeze!
Freeze!
Yeah, they're automatically shooting and then they yell freeze after the fact. You'll freeze when you're dead! Oh shit. Where'd this other guy come from? Yeah, a little bit. Boy, something is up with the frame rates. The frames were good in Enter the Matrix. I don't know what the hell's going on in this game. We're getting a silky smooth 6 frames per second, though. This is on the Xbox, too. This is like the superior console. I can only imagine what it looked like on the PS2.
One step closer and I'll put one in you, son.
I didn't even take a step. I can't even, like, do anything. Stay away from me. Oh. Those ones were rough. Your skill allows you to walk the path of the master. Accept this difficulty set. Oh, it was just a challenge then. I didn't even know what like most of the controls were, so yeah, fine. We'll do it was all a test, was it? We'll do normal then.
I know why you're here, Neo. I know why you hardly sleep. Why you live alone and why night after night you sit at your computer.
You like him, don't you?
He's literally me.
Like watching him.
For real, for real.
We're gonna kill him. You understand that?
Whoa!
Morpheus believes he is.
I literally just watched the Matrix movies, and I feel like I want to watch the first 2 at least again.
It doesn't matter what I believe.
You're my savior, man. You have a problem with authority, Mr. Anderson.
I don't know if you're ready to see what I want to show you.
It wasn't really a tutorial because they kind of showed me like a couple things, but it's like they didn't really show me like melee combat or anything. But at the end, in the end, yeah, it just ended up being like a difficulty check.
It's looking for you,
Morpheus.
and it will find you if you want it to. It's the question that drives us, Neo. It's the question that brought you here.
What is the Matrix?
We'll need a search running.
I've been looking for you.
This is a very weird montage.
What the hell do they want from me?
I don't know, but if you don't want to find out, I suggest you get out of there.
How?
I can guide you, but you must do exactly as I say. Remember, do exactly as I say.
Yeah, the VOD is going to suffer from this. All this unaltered footage.
Go.
It's edited differently, but still, that doesn't really mean a whole lot. Oh, I like this. This is cool. I remember pausing the game when I was checking it out, and it's like everything gets enveloped in a matrix code. And I was like, that's pretty sharp. That looks neat. Link up. Move into a wall and press the black button. I gotta figure out where the fuck that is. Oh, there it is.
Hide against the cube wall. When I tell you, go to the end of the row and wait for my instruction. Stay as low as you can. Go, now. Follow the officer to the right. Wait. Hide behind that filing cabinet.
I'm hiding. Not very well, but I'm doing it.
Move into the empty cubicle across from you. Good. Wait here.
So janky when he's moving. He looks so stiff and rigid.
Follow the officer down the hall. Wait. Move against the cube wall. Peek around the corner. Then move when you are clear.
Peek around corners, move towards a corner, and tip left to peek around it. It doesn't change the camera at all, so I don't see what the point of this is, but maybe it has a different application. Dive roll, jump out from behind cover using L and A.
Move along the wall to your left. Move slowly to the corner.
Any luck? Nothing. This Anderson guy's either slick or stupid. Probably locked himself in a room somewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes when those suits get hold of him.
I hear that. I'm going to search these halls. Stay here.
Someone's approaching from the opposite end of this hall. Step around the corner. Stay
Tom,
close to the
what are
desk.
you doing?
There is an open filing cabinet behind her desk. Hide there.
You got it. If I could get in there. I can't, like, push myself up against the wall. There it goes.
Have you seen Mr. Anderson?
Anderson? No, I haven't. If I do, I'll be sure to let you know.
There is an
No
office
thanks.
at the end of the next hall. It will lead you outside. Get there as fast as you can. Go, now.
Outside? Are you nuts?
Alright, not this one. This isn't exactly stealthy, but I think this is probably the best I could do. What is with the camera? It's like snaking around.
Dex, how may I direct your call? One moment, please. Agent Brown on line 2.
Ah, damn agents. Hold my calls. I'll be back in a few.
Strike. Press Y. Striking an enemy can temporarily stun him.
Go, now.
He's over here!
It's Anderson.
Out of my way.
Outside, there's a scaffold. To your left, there's a window.
It wasn't much of a strike. It was a very dainty shove. All right, we got a checkpoint. So this is what I thought when I played, because I played through to the end of this level, and this is what I thought was cool about it, just from the little bit that I played. But this is like an alternative path to what the movie showed, obviously. Because as soon as he got out on the roof here, he was like, no, I'm not doing this, and then he turned himself in. And you can choose to do that. You could go back in, or you can get caught and say, all right, take me, whatever. And, it shows you the movie clips and stuff. But you could choose to go all the way to the roof. And there is like a split path. And I don't know if it keeps doing that. Like, it keeps giving different alternatives to what was shown in the movies. But if it does, I think that'd be super neat. So we'll see as we play through this whether that's the case or not. But I do like that, they're, kind of like what we saw with the Lord of the Rings Conquest earlier. It's like a kind of like a what if mode. But it lets you see something a little bit different from, everything, just like instead of like strictly sticking to a movie adaptation or something. So we'll see what it has to offer. But so far, just by doing this little bit, I thought it was pretty neat. Oh, okay. I was trying to tip up, like it was saying, but he never got up. So I was like, maybe I press A? No. Is there a mode where it's a what if Keanu Reeves could deliver a voice line? You know what? I think that that damn John Wick movie series has like ruined him for life, because even in the Matrix films, I mean, even by that point, he had a little bit more oomph in his voice and a little more emphasis, and it's like now every role that he does, whether it's John Wick or not, he always talks so halting and kind of like a whisper. Yeah, no Tomb Raider ledge grab here, unfortunately. At least not yet. I don't know if it's different when he becomes the one. Keanu Reeves said 15 lines in the entire last John Wick movie. It's a nearly 3-hour movie. Hey, he's doing all them stunts. I was still entertained by it. I actually thought I thought the fourth one was more entertaining than the third one. I thought the third one got to a point where it was starting to get a little, like, tedious to watch. I loved it when I first saw it in the theater. But on rewatching it with a friend, the third one was a little bit rough for me. But that fourth one I thought was good. I actually liked it quite a bit. Yeah, he's great at stunts. He might as well stick with that, because, I mean, doing the Matrix and all that. He does a bunch of... What did he do? That 13 Ronin movie and, like, Constantine? They ain't great, but, he could do stunts. He's not so good at, like, acting, but... maybe physical acting. He's good at physical acting, but he's not good at, like, facial expressions and lines. Also, you only get the ledge grab when Neo wears the booty shorts. That's a secret unlock. That section that we saw earlier with the cheats and stuff. That's what we get after the fact. Can I push this guy, like, off? Let me see. Oh! I don't know if that was Keanu delivering the line or what. Oh, damn. What was that? We pushed that cop off, and the only voice effect I hear is like he's letting rip a fat turd or something.
Focus. I can do this. Get to the roof.
Get up there, Neo. It was his greatest orgasmic pleasure was falling from a rooftop. Let's try it with this guy. Oh, okay. That guy just got scared.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
There! Don't move!
Thanks, friend.
What happened? Was that a cop? Who are you?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just
Can you take
Mr.
me up to
Anderson.
the roof?
He just pushes a man off a ledge before he even knows it's simulation. He's always been a little psychotic.
Are you okay, buddy? Hey! Stop where you are!
This does not, like, that facial model does not look like Keanu Reeves. He looks like Ben Affleck. No.
Freeze!
No. Get up there.
No! You're gonna burn, Anderson. Hey, what's going on here? Jump, buddy! Jump!
Everybody's on my side just for whatever reason.
Take her back to the roof! Hurry!
I know, he didn't just shoot me. Truly a momentous occasion. This is like Lord of the Rings Conquest. They are doing a what if Ben Affleck played Keanu Reeves. Sometimes you hear about like certain actors. Oh no. Like certain actors, like what if that were like in line to play certain roles. I heard that Will Smith was looked at to be playing a Neo at some point. You also must be psychotic too, because your first thought was to use that window washer as a human shield. He ended up being on our side, so I'm kind of glad he didn't do anything like that. Alright. So this is all part of the master plan. Press Y to shove police. That's strictly what that button is for. It's not shoving in general, it's just shoving police. The shove police button.
I got him! Help me
No.
get him down!
You don't have me. That's what you read too. Oh my god, it's police overload. Thank god I have the shove police button. That's his like sneaky stance. This is just like never gonna end, is it? Oh, okay? You're talking about the Will Smith thing.
You're going down!
He chose to do Wild Wild West instead of that. That's funny. You know, I gotta say, I actually like Wild Wild West as a movie. I think it's a fun movie. I don't think it's a great movie. It might not even be a good movie, but I think it's entertaining. It's intense, just getting armbarred by 3 policemen. Look at that squat. Oh, he did it differently. Yeah, that one. Look at that squat. That's like prime, like, squat shitter squat. Like in countries like India and Japan where they don't have a commode.
About that time.
Oh, yep.
Oh, yep. That's the noise that the guy made when I pushed him off of the building. Oh! I was gonna say, why is Morpheus not talking to me? But I guess he dropped the phone from the ceiling, so.
Ants in your pants, buddy?
Help me out here!
You are going down.
No, you are. Not too long ago, though, I was watching a lot of summer blockbuster type stuff. And I rewatched Men in Black, and I think Men in Black is a more competently made film. It's a very good movie, but I watched it back to back with Wild Wild West, and I got to be honest, I found Wild Wild West more entertaining.
Someone, Mr. Anderson,
What do you want?
a moment of your time.
That's a really weird Hugo Weaving
Not going
impression.
anywhere with you.
A moment of your time, Mr. Anderson. Look, he's squatting to assert dominance. Why is he in a squat position? In front of Smith. Agents are extremely dangerous. Your only option is to run away. You can't squat in front of me, Mr. Anderson.
Get him down! There he is!
I see him.
Down!
No, you don't.
Down!
First name pitched for the role of Neo was Nicolas Cage. No shit. I mean, it was a different time. This was before everybody started thinking Nick Cage was crazy. But he wasn't in like a lot of good movies. Like at that time, what would have his biggest film role have been? Like Con Air or something like that? It wouldn't have been anything great.
Get him on the ground!
But at the same time, I mean, I guess the Matrix was unproven also. So it's not like, you know, it was like this big name. The Wachowski brothers at the time weren't, you know, big name directors either, so.
Getting away!
And look, Trinity, help me. God, he looks exactly like Ben Affleck. It does not look like Keanu Reeves. Like every freeze frame on him. All right, well, what if mode completed? What if he didn't chicken out?
I imagine.
I'm afraid shitting your pants won't stop me, Mr. Anderson.
You can say that. Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real?
Why are like the cinematics so quiet?
Awake from that dream. How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world?
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell,
Also, to be fair, Nick Cage was pitched for a lot back then. They wanted him to play Aragorn.
signals interpret.
Now that you say that, that does sound familiar. And the blurb you're reading said that he's a big family guy, so didn't want to be away for so long. Makes sense. A lot of actors will do that. You know, if they've already started families by that point, especially if the kids are young and, you know, it's their formative years, they don't want to be, you know, off in New Zealand for months at a time.
Idea that I'm not in control of my life.
Fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony. When the Matrix was first built, there was a man born inside.
Stop!
And even then, I mean, you know, we think
Change whatever he wanted.
back to the Lord of the Rings and the Matrix as like these huge trilogies. But to be quite honest, I mean, not a lot of the actors really broke out. It's not like those were like huge breakthrough roles. Maybe in a technical sense they were, but a lot of those actors from either trilogy, you know, didn't go on to do a whole lot. Whether that was, I don't know, because of typecasting or because they chose not to be in certain roles, but it's not like they became like these huge big name celebrities that were acting. You know, everybody was scrambling to get them as leads in their next major movies or anything like that. That didn't really happen with a whole lot of them. The hell is this?
Welcome to my world, Neo. How's the signal?
Wait, you're like peeking.
It's a little loud. Is this better? Where am I?
This, my friend, is a series of combat training simulations.
And this is going to teach me Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu.
What's a video game tutorial? You do still claim to be the ultimate gamer, right?
Did he? Was that a thing that he did?
Take him out quietly so the others aren't alerted.
You want me to kill him?
It's not
Neo,
real. Just pretend he's your old boss.
the ultimate gamer. You just killed that cop, like, with no thoughts as to whether or not, he'd live or die. Just pushed him right off.
Almost forgot. I'll be monitoring your health level. If you get hit, you can recover some of your health by avoiding additional damage. Take too much damage.
Yeah, this is probably the same. the world of Xbox microphones, yeah. Those cheap $10 headsets. I think we all had those. When I first started streaming, I had one of those. Boy, it was bad. I had a couple clips, I think, from like those early days. And I think those are the only surviving records of me, like, using those shitty microphones that came on those headsets. They were so bad. They'd peak and clip constantly. Like, I'd be doing, just talking normal like this, and it would be too much. So I think, like, early on in my streams, I would, when I first started streaming, I would talk pretty reserved, and not, like, emote a lot because, like, the mics couldn't handle it. I'd, like, listen back to the VODs and the recordings and stuff, and I'd be like, oh, God, this sounds horrible. But it was god-awful.
Much damage, and I'm pulling the plug.
Yeah, and Orlando Bloom, I mean, he had his own other trilogy. Like, what did he do after, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, though? Because that was a big one. But, like, even after that, it's like, Keanu Reeves had a handful of films here and there. I think there was a couple vehicles for him, like I had mentioned, like with Constantine and that 13 Ronin and stuff, but those didn't exactly take off. It wasn't until he got John Wick, where he started becoming a bigger name, and, then they started pulling him for stuff like, the Bill and Ted reboot or whatever the hell else he's done. That movie where he was like, oh no, don't fuck me, two hot teenage girls. Whatever that movie was. Where he, like, really didn't want to bang those girls. But, like, I can't think of too much else that he did outside of that. Carrie-Anne Moss, she didn't really do a whole lot that I remember. Obviously Hugo Weaving was in Lord of the Rings, but that was kind of at the same time. Lawrence Fishburne, I can't really think of too much else. He got that role as Perry White in the Superman movies, I guess the DC ones, but even that, like, he wasn't in those for very long.
A strike combo. Now would be a good time to drive through the enemy strikes with your own.
Three-hit strike, Y +3. Time correctly, three-hit strike combo can drive through enemies. 2-hit. Was Troy a big success? I thought that wasn't a flop. Also, the Fallout show dropped. Anyone see it? I have not. Did they release all the episodes? These days, it's like they used to, like, drop all episodes of, when he had, like, an online series like that. They drop all the episodes at once, and I'd be down for that. But these days, they seem to do them like drip content. You get episodes week to week to week, and it's like, I just wait until the whole thing's over with. Also, one of your weirdest experiences talking to one of your friends on Discord, realizing he sounds vastly different because you'd always heard him through shitty mics on Xbox. There's some mics out there, some microphones, where it makes people sound like nasally or even like congested or something like that. And, for the longest time, I remember hearing this guy's voice that I knew for a while when he talked on mic, but he always sounded congested, and I'm like, what's wrong with him? Does he, like, need something? Does he have, like, allergies constantly? And then we realized that it's got to be the mic, because I think somebody had heard him. I never heard him, but I think somebody had heard him, like, with another microphone, and he sounded almost completely different, or at least he didn't sound, like, congested or something like that. Also, it was okay, but it was just listing because it was a known movie. Troy, mediocre success.
One more thing. I've hidden useful items in some of these crates. Crack open the crates to find
I don't even think I've seen Troy, so I don't know who Achilles is. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing if you're trying to insult me here. I know Kung Fu. Don't you speak those slurs to me, sir.
Practice makes perfect.
I bet you if people, like, would ask these days, like, have you seen Troy before? And I bet you people would be like, oh, is that out? Like, I don't think anyone would actually know about it. Gilly's not bad looking. He's a specimen. Okay. How can I be insulted by a movie I've never seen? It could be a compliment. I don't know. What is this music? It doesn't sound like Matrix music. Recently I saw a discussion about, like, Matrix video games and stuff, and, like, people were saying, well, why play a Matrix video game, or the proposition of there being a Matrix video game. People were like, well, why even want a Matrix video game when you could play stuff like Max Payne? And it's like, yeah, Max Payne's got, like, the guns, and it's got the bullet time and stuff, but it doesn't have the melee. And I think that's, like, half the appeal of having a Matrix game would be, like, to do the martial arts. If not half, more than that. I don't feel like, strictly the gunplay is what everybody would want from a Matrix game. I think we'd want, like, a decent amount of little melee action here, too. This so far isn't terrible. I think Enter the Matrix was a little bit more fun, but it was so simple and streamlined. This might end up being a little bit more detailed. It looks like there's combos and stuff. Strong attack, press B to stun an enemy, then quickly tip L towards your opponent. Alright. Scorpions on the back means they mean business. Means they're deadly. I like the move where you just grab their chest and just start, like, beating on it. It's such a weird looking move. They keep coming back for more, though.
Not bad. Let's try some judo.
Press B to stun an enemy, then quickly tip a left stick to right or left or away from the enemy to throw them in that direction. Or why not just tip it anyway? Whoa! Whoa! How do we do that? No, I don't think they were. Maybe in the first one, but definitely by the time you got to 2, it's like the melee was definitely more the focus and the choreography.
Next up, control.
And it's like, I'm one to talk. I had, for the longest time, my only exposure to Matrix was the first movie when it came out, and the Animatrix when it came out. And I never saw Reloaded or Resurrections. You know, by the time I watched those movies, the fourth one had been out for a year. I just watched them a couple months ago for the first time.
What's with the outfit?
So, like, maybe back then,
I think it fits the scene.
I would have said, yeah, maybe there was a pretty strong emphasis just based off that first movie with the guns. But no, there's definitely I feel like a pretty strong shift towards, like, the martial arts and stuff.
Triggering an alarm, I'll place a bonus weapon in the next area.
We want you to do judo, proceeds to do kicks and punches to people. I think we're setting up for the judo, sort of. But we haven't really done it yet. We kind of threw somebody a little bit, but maybe there's more. I don't know. Counter throw. Strike counter throws. If an enemy attempts to throw, press Y to counter attack.
If these soldiers stun you, they'll go for a throw, so watch your back.
That's a tough question. I'd say if you like the first 3, you'll probably get enjoyment out of the fourth one. I watched the trilogy with a friend, and then I was like, why the hell not? Let's watch the fourth one. And we watched it, and it was weird. There was definitely some things about it that I didn't like. But, having enjoyed the first 3 to an extent, I thought 1 and 2 were really good. I thought the third one was kind of but, it closes out the story, whatever. It's just a shame that the movie's called The Matrix, and it spends so little time in the actual Matrix. But anyway, that aside, having enjoyed the first 3 to varying degrees, I still found the fourth one entertaining, but I would definitely, if I was holding them all against each other, I would definitely consider the fourth one to be the weakest of the bunch. But it does some nice things. It's neat seeing some of the characters again. Unfortunately, they don't bring back Lawrence Fishburne or Hugo Weaving. And they do make some other questionable decisions, but that aside, I found it kind of entertaining. There still was like some eye-rolly moments, but you know, and again, I think if you like the first three, you'll probably get something out of the fourth one.
Really starting to get the hang of this.
I've got the high score for Ninja Crisis.
Got the high score for Ninja Crisis. They're apparently making a fifth one. That just got announced recently. Or a fifth, did I say fourth? I meant a fifth one. So, I don't know. Maybe with a fifth one, they'll build off of what they did in 4, and it'll become, you know, a requirement to watch it. The fifth one is going to be by a different director, too. They named him. I didn't catch. I don't remember who it was. It might be somebody completely new. But I still think that would be interesting, just because thus far, all 4 of the Matrix movies were done by Wachowski. So I think having Wachowski input, but still being directed by somebody would be a nice, fresh take. And I think that might be what the series needs. No, it's not Tommy Wiseau. Definitely not. Also, the third movie is always weird to you just because personally you think the final fight with Smith is less cool than it should be. Yeah, especially considering how, like, the fight with Smith in the second one is such a highlight in the series. It's like a lot of people would consider it to be like the best thing, you know, the best fight in the series. Drew Goddard. See, I don't think I recognize that name. Maybe I recognize one of the movies they've done, but I don't think I recognize the name alone. Take that. The Martian? Really? I thought The Martian was a Ridley Scott movie. I've seen World War Z and Clover... What? I thought Cloverfield was Matt Reeves. That doesn't make any damn sense. Hold on. What do you mean? Maybe these are like alternate universe movies? Let me take a look. Yeah, Matt Reeves directed the original Cloverfield, so I don't know, maybe they were like co-directing? That doesn't make any sense. And the Martian director, Ridley Scott. So, what the hell? No, there's no, yeah, okay, so like, alright, maybe like, let's see Daredevil. I don't know who the hell directed that. I've seen that movie once in theaters and it was not good. Mark Steven Johnson. So where the hell are these names coming from? Or like these movies? Okay, see, he must have been involved with those movies, but I don't think he directed them. He's a screenwriter. Let me take a look at his filmography. Okay, he directed Cabin in the Woods, so Hunto pulled that one up. Bad Times at the El Royale, I've never seen. Cabin in the Woods is a decent movie the first time you watch it. I don't know that it's as good on repeat watchings, but it's not a bad movie. Interesting choice. That's really weird. But he did, okay, so he wrote for Cloverfield. I don't know if he was the sole writer, but he wrote for Cloverfield, he wrote for World War Z, he wrote for The Martian. But the only ones that he's directed are Cabin in the Woods and Bad Times at the El Royale. The second one of which I've never seen. But still interesting choice. I'm hopeful. I'm not like the biggest Matrix fan for sure, but I do find the universe fascinating. So I think it would be interesting to see, again, a Matrix movie that is, you know, directed by somebody that's not a Wachowski. Wachowski's going to have input, obviously. I think Lana is the one that's going to be working on it. The other Wachowski seems to have checked out from filmmaking, just in general. But I guess when you have like a shitload of money, it's like, do you really need to do it if you don't have the drive for it? So, He's executive producer and things. That, I mean, executive producer usually means that you fund stuff. You put a lot of money into things, but you don't necessarily like have a whole lot of input. Maybe you got a little bit, but definitely not as much as the director.
Final test is loaded. You'll find it up one floor level. Use the ladder to get there.
I like how Neo now has, what are these pots? Oh, maybe it's health. Neo does like this Bruce Lee. He's got like this Bruce Lee canter when he walks, or at least when he's in like fighting mode. Oh shit!
You might want to look before you leap, Neo.
I tried. Like his jump game sucks. Okay, there we go. Oh, what was that? I like pulled up the menu for a second. Maybe I pushed the like the black button or something. Whoa! It's like a fighting game mechanic. I wanted to see what would happen if I tried to grab that barrel, but he didn't pick it up. He just knocked it over.
What have you got in mind?
What have you got in mind?
It's a tournament. Last man standing wins.
Last man standing, gonna be Ben Affleck here. The hell? Fighting multiple opponents. When surrounded, tip L towards an enemy and press Y to perform an offline attack or block. Offline? Link up attacks. Use B to stun enemy, then tip forward to second enemy, and then press B or Y to attack two enemies at once.
Fight!
There we go. That guy wasn't expecting that. Oh!
Good, Neo, but you're faster than that. Run it again.
What? I'm not. How can I be faster? You've achieved a greater level of awareness. Focus meter extended. Special ability unlocked. Focus. Use L. Strike harder. Launch enemies in the air. Jump higher. Move faster by combining focus with your abilities. Alright, I think it was the left trigger for End of the Matrix too when you use focus. Using focus drains power in the focus meter. Be careful. Some attacks and actions drain more focus than others. Successful melee attacks fill the focus meter. Tip. Defeat an enemy in hand-to-hand combat to earn more focus.
Fight!
Well, that focus meter does not last very long. I mean, I'm assuming that we'll get an upgrade at some point, but...
Excellent! Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
He got burnt in the magma down below, I'm sure, more than a mark. As you travel the path of the One and reach higher levels of awareness, you can earn greater levels of focus.
I'm impressed. Morpheus?
Whoa! And then I die. Whoa! That guy just took off. The bottom of the focus meter holds a reserve focus. Reserve focus regenerates up to a point. If you drain your reserves, you must wait for it to begin recharging before you can build or use focus again. don't even know what happened there. Like, I kind of headbutted a guy, but then something else happened. I don't know. Focus Hyper Strike. L plus B and then Y. Focus Lightning Strikes. L plus B. Tap Y rapidly. Oh no, the Drunken Master.
Fight!
Get my ass handed to me. Trying to do L plus B and it's like not doing shit.
Watch your health, Neo.
I don't really... Okay, so... Focus, I would think, is applied by tapping the L button, but maybe you're supposed to hold it? I think you needed to hold it and enter the matrix. Shit. Like, I can't get a hit on this guy.
Neo, I'm pulling you out. Gotta take better care of yourself in there, Neo.
Yeah, it's not working out so great for me. Oh, we have to do all that shit again?
Okay, Neo. Ready for the big finale?
No, not really, because apparently the moves that you needed me to do don't work.
Fight!
I'm gonna see. Hopefully, they let you do the moves without actually needing to get to the tutorial spot first. So I'm gonna see if I can try it in some of the earlier ones and see if there's like some sort of key to it. Also, let me see.
Fight!
Okay, so there's that. Oof. Rip that guy. So I could do it fine against these guys. I don't know why I wasn't able to do it against the master or whatever he was. Oh.
Fight! Excellent! Oh, that's
Chucking people off.
Fight! I'm impressed. Morpheus?
They look like one of those Steven Seagal moves. Like fat Steven Seagal these days has some sort of weird quote-unquote martial art where he gets a bunch of people in on the joke and then he has them just like run up to him and then he like smacks them on the head or something and they fall down like they got hit with like an anvil or something.
Fight!
See, I could do I did like a dodge that way. I guess that works. Like, I can't grab him like that, though. Like, this will have to work. If I could even get it done this way. I mean, I'm doing damage to him, so that's good.
Watch your health, Neo.
There we go. Okay, you just have to, like, get him into the stagger stance, and then you can still execute it. The, biggest boon is, like, dodging first with the focus. That seems to be the most effective thing. Also, while you're in IMDb, and the trailer for Deadpool 2 is there auto-playing, so you notice at the end there was a fast stream of something that was just too small to catch. So you expanded the screen and played the start-stop-pause game with the paragraph. Oh, like they had text or something at the end of the trailer? The hell is this? Oh, the bill. Oh, okay, we have like RPG elements to this. That's interesting. Path of Neo. Focus. Use L. Strike harder. Upgrades completed. I guess we move on to another one then? Or do we even have a say in this? 4-hit combo. Tornado throw. It's the most hilarious book report of Old Man of the Sea in Deadpool style. So they just included a book report in the trailer. That's interesting. I would say, how could you even read it? But I guess the trailers, they probably released like at least a 1080p version, maybe even like a 4K or something like that. You could probably pull it up and make it, enlarge it or whatever.
Ta-da! Teleporting looks like so much fun. Wish I could do it.
I'll have to give that a look. That sounds interesting.
Add one bad guy. Okay. You ready for some action?
A little overdramatic, but alright. Some weird samurai man. Ooh, we get a sword. Old Man and the Sea. I got you. I knew which one you were talking about. Use X and the left stick to dodge attacks. Move around and leap over the enemy. Okay, see, I was already doing that. I found it to be quite effective against that last guy. Quick get up. If you're knocked into the air, use X to break the fall to quickly get to your feet.
I knew you would come. Your blade skills are legendary. Today, you will learn that mine are as well.
I hear you're legendary. I am legendary too. Okay, I guess I can't grab him with the sword combo, can I? Watch your back, old man. This would probably be fun. It'd be like VR to an ultimate degree.
And your last.
The only thing is that you like take damage in the real world too, so that wouldn't be the greatest thing. You've achieved a greater level of awareness. Focus meter extended. Special ability unlocked. 4-hit strike. Use L with a strike combo to unleash powerful attacks and launchers. If you're stunned, quickly tap X to break free, or use the L plus X plus left stick to break out of them and move.
Are you a worthy challenge?
I don't know. I think I'm alright. I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time when it comes to the melee. It feels a little out of my hands at times, but I mean, I seem to be doing okay. The guy has like a butt on the top of his head. What's like that crease in the middle? I was like, I'm assuming there were supposed to be people coming in here.
What are you doing here?
Exercise.
This is not your fight.
Looks tough.
My sword will find you.
Let's do it.
If either of you bite it, I'm pulling you out.
I mean, if we bite it, you're not going to be able to pull much in, if anything, out. Use X plus the stick to, as the enemy strikes, to dodge the attack. If successful, your foe will be disoriented for a short time. Strike quickly.
This creep isn't going down easy.
Ooh, he's a creep now. I wish there was a lock-on. It'd be really nice if there was. And I know there is when you have guns, as we've seen at the beginning, but like not with melee attacks, which sucks. Like the biggest detriment of a lot of these early-ish 3D games. But like a lot of these that have like third-person shooting or third-person melee mechanics or whatever. It's like they don't have this lock-on. And it's like you figure that people would have learned fairly quickly because they had them as early as Legend of Zelda. It's like Ocarina of Time. You had a lock-on mechanic for that. It wasn't like the greatest combat, but it worked.
Are you a worthy challenge? What you cannot see, you cannot hit.
That's a nice trick.
Which one do I hit?
I don't know. Try the ugly one.
They're all ugly. Why did I lose my sword? Whoa!
Your eyes betray you. That was unwise.
Why?
Stay back, girl.
Where'd he go?
Use left stick and Y to attack enemies that surround you. This guy has the same laugh every time.
Neo, I can't see.
It's okay. I will be your eyes. You see many swords coming at you. Well, the combat, like, doesn't feel great, but at the same time, I feel like I'm doing a lot, so it's like it works. It looks kind of cool, like, in execution, but it does not feel good to play. Not really. It's like, it's passable. But I feel like I'm doing more than what I'm actually doing.
Thanks for the practice.
Don't mention it.
Keep your blade sharp, Neo. You'll need it where you're going.
Why do backwards C's come out of them? I guess it's Matrix code blood. Instead of being like actual blood, it's like Matrix coded. You never saw the first Joker? I thought it was pretty good. I'm not too hopeful with the second one. I saw the trailer that they released recently, and I said, all right, this looks like it might be decent, but I don't know. I never liked Joker's dynamic when he has like an equal or a partner. I like Harley Quinn, but when she's like not a lackey and she's more like his partner in crime and stuff, I like it less. I don't like Joker when he's like playing second banana to somebody. But film-wise, it might still be good. The first one I thought is a very interesting take. It borrows heavily from a lot of different things. Scorsese films, but still, that aside, I thought it was a pretty decent movie. And kind of one of the more interesting things that DC, the DC property has had.
Neo, some bugs in the system. Losing audio and video feed. You're on your own, kid.
Kid. I feel like I'm older than you by like, I don't know, 5 years, maybe more. A glitch in the Matrix. Melee weapons open up new attacks and increase your damage output. Most melee weapons will break after extended use, however, some weapons have improved durability and attack power. Weapon durability, always my least favorite thing. I will say that's good that they actually have melee weapons, though, because it feels like in Enter the Matrix, that was one of the things they were severely lacking. You could, and I talked about it, you could unlock a sword. It was like a katana type sword, but you had to go through like this whole thing, and I must have done it because I remember doing it, and it felt amazing. I remember the sword was really, really cool in Enter the Matrix, but you have to do like this in-depth coding thing. And it's a really interesting system, but it also takes a decent amount of time from the looks of it. So I wasn't really willing to commit the time to do it on stream, but the sword was a cool melee weapon. But other than that, and you have to work to get it. I don't think there was anything else. It's just hand-to-hand combat, no melee weapons. And it's like when you look back at Matrix Reloaded, I mean, during the Smith fight, he grabs like a pipe or whatever, but there's also that, the fight in the chateau, I think it is, when he's fighting against the Frenchman's lackeys, and there's that room where there's just like weapons all over the walls and just constantly pulling shit off of there. It's like, that felt like it was such a big thing that seemed like it was missing from the last Matrix game. So I'm glad that they, I mean, we've only seen the sword so far. There might be more, but I'm glad that there are potentially more melee weapons to utilize. I know we're going to get haunted. You haven't been impressed with DC movies, so you tend to avoid them. You gave in and watched Suicide Squad. It was so disappointed that anything else in DC has been a no. I mean, I get where you're coming from with that. I feel like I've been disappointed by so many Marvel movies that I don't even know why I kept watching them. I finally stopped after the Infinity War movies. I'm like, all right, that's the jumping off point for me. I haven't seen one since. And even leading up to that, I stopped watching them. But like superhero stuff in general, I think is kind of tired. That's not a hot take or anything. Everybody feels that way. But DC is at least trying different things, I feel. They're not super formulaic. And when they first started breaking away, because Christopher Nolan has a very interesting directing style. So I always watched all of his stuff, and I liked that trilogy that he did. But once they started to try to copy kind of the Marvel formula, and they started like doing like these setups and stuff, it felt very sort of formulaic. Even though I did like Man of Steel, I don't think it's a great movie by any means, but I do think it has its moments. Could probably do with cutting out like 30 minutes of that film. So it was like, but yeah, there was a lot of really not so great stuff that was coming out about that same time period. That first Suicide Squad movie, I don't know if that was the one that you saw. The second one I thought was a lot better. Joker ended up being in that time frame. I got you. The second Suicide Squad movie I thought was a lot better. So I found that one entertaining. I've only ever watched it the one time though, so I don't know. Maybe a repeat viewing might be a little bit different, but I thought it was a little fresher than that first one. That first one was pretty bad. The Batman, the one with Robert Pattinson, I thought was pretty good. I was entertained by that. I thought it was kind of the more a detective aspect of Batman, which the films don't cover all that often. So I enjoyed that, and it felt really kind of like it was taking a lot of stuff from like the Zodiac Killer. So I think back to David Fincher's Zodiac movie, and it seemed to like take a lot of beats from that, which I love that movie. I think that's an amazing film. So when there was kind of like a Batman, it was like a Batman superhero detective that's like mixed with the Zodiac. I thought, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. Again, it's not like the greatest thing ever, but at least they're trying something different. And I felt like Joker was kind of the same thing, where again they're taken from something else. You know, it's definitely a lot of King of Comedy, maybe a bit of Taxi Driver, but they're trying something different. Even if it's borrowing elements from something else, it's putting it into like a new format instead of trying to do the same drab superhero type stuff over and over and over again. So, well, I don't think anybody had any expectations for the Pattinson movie, but I thought it was very good. Again, if you're familiar with like the Zodiac Killer, murders, or you've seen the movie Zodiac, there's a lot of elements taken from that and applied into like the world of Batman. And I just thought that was such an interesting concept, and I thought they did it actually pretty well. Didn't care for like all the characters and everything. There were parts where it moved a little bit slow, but it was very different from any other attempt of a Batman movie. It was probably better than anything they would have been able to do, like with a solo Ben Affleck. It's definitely better than like that first Justice League before the Snyder Cut. It's better than Aquaman, better than Batman versus Superman, which is one of the biggest shit shows I've ever gone to a theater to see. But yeah, I think it's like at that point, like once you started getting to those late 2010s and into the early 2020s, I think they had just failed so much. They were just letting anything slide, and people with, ideas were getting through. And I think it made better movies because of it. Wall run. Focus, use L on walls to run. Oh, it's exactly like Enter the Matrix then. Let's see. That works. Damn antivirus pop-ups. Alright. What are we doing? I'm coming. Come on. Stop dogging me, spirit. I don't know, I just walked in here and you guys started yelling at me, so maybe you're the ones that have gone mad. Use B to stun an enemy, then tip L toward the second enemy and press B and then Y to attack 2 enemies at once. Focus link up attacks link at the start of a multi-person link up attack to unleash devastating attacks. I'm kicking ass. I don't think I'm doing what they told me to do, but I'm still kicking ass. I don't think those are actual words. I think it's like a Mortal Kombat where they just had a bunch of spewing of... it wasn't. Some of them were obscenities, I think, but some of it was just like rambling. Speaking in tongues. You're supposed to think that they're speaking like a foreign language or something. Alright. Alright, Ghost Man, where are you? Oh good, a jar. Oh. I did not notice this hallway.
お前を我々の麦を盗みに来たのか。いや、彼を拙者の倒すことができるならば麦を伝授しよう。
Kicking this guy's ass. Ooh.
Neo, can you hear me?
Barely. What's going on?
Why are you zooming in on his ass?
Damn it. Okay, whatever happens, don't die on me, Neo. May not be able to put you out in time.
Oh good, some kind of codex or scroll. You achieve greater level of awareness, focus meter extended, special ability unlocked. Killing blow. Hold L plus B or left trigger and B to charge up, then release to unleash a devastating attack. Beware, while charging and killing blow, you are vulnerable to attack. Alright, who's going to be the first one I test it out on? The camera is kind of like the greatest enemy here. Again, a lot of this would be a lot simpler if I could just lock onto an enemy, but... Can't do it.
Yo, watch out. This place is starting to fall apart.
Oh, damn. Maybe I have to kill him first. I was trying to run across the wall, but I think because he was focused on another enemy, it didn't take. Oh shit, look at that. Taking his hand off the blade, even momentarily.
Everything's under control now. Morpheus wants you outside.
As you can see, this program was designed for multiple opponent combat training. Cypher didn't think he would make it through the burning hall. Well done. Now, focus. Here comes the final wave.
The final wave. Use B plus L towards a second enemy, then B plus L towards a third. Finish them off by pressing Y. That's 3 types of link-up attacks to survive battles against multiple enemies. Oh, that works. I don't know if they're just like supposed to be really tough, or if there's like a certain objective I'm supposed to achieve. Because I've only done the one where I attack 3 of them once. Okay, well we beheaded that one, so I'm sure he's not coming back.
My friend, you are a natural.
How dare you sit around a campfire and tell stories? I'm going to end this right now. I can only ever seem to max out between 2 of them. Like, getting that third one is not It's apparently achievable. Except in very particular circumstances. I'm mostly keeping ahead of him. I'm taking a little bit of damage here and there, but still, I think I'm getting these guys more than they're getting me. The focus thing is kind of tough to execute because you have to like use it in very short bursts. So sometimes you can't tell if you're quite getting it as good as you can or what. Oh no. A demon. We're just getting ridiculous. There's Onis coming out of the ground. Oh, did I lost my weapon. Guess the durability is gone. Some of those guys seem easier to take out than the samurai that we beat. Trying to break some of this crap, see if there's any like health pots or something.
With a focused mind, nothing can stand between you and the path you choose. Let's load up the time trial.
Oh great, a time trial. I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, these just tell you, it's not, I guess it isn't necessarily an RPG mechanic, it's just like abilities that you unlock, but you can't choose to unlock them. Survival battles. Score 6,000 points within 5 minutes to win. Clear waves to score bonus points. Defeat enemies to earn points. Earn higher scores for extreme damage. Finish enemies with big moves for maximum scores.
The rules of this program are simple, Neo. Defeat an enemy, get points. Achieve the goal score within the time limit, and you win. The more advanced your
He always looks so incensed.
the more points I'll give you for each enemy defeated.
The Hatchet Gang? This is Drunken Master? I mean, cool movie to take from. I guess that might be a Jackie Chan outfit. It doesn't look like something else. God, I need to rewatch those movies again. I always wanted to see the original. The original was so hard to get a hold of. But the sequel slash remake that only came out a handful of years later, I think it was like the 80s. But that one was so good. That's such a good movie. There was a period in my life where I was buying a lot of Hong Kong films. A lot of kung fu stuff. And I think I've seen the best of them. There's probably still some out there that are really good that I haven't taken a look at, but I've definitely seen, you know, some of the better ones.
I'm adding a new enemy type. He's upgraded with a ranged attack.
Oh, can I pick up the hatchet? Target enemy, click R. Weapon, use R with the right trigger with release. Some weapons can be retrieved if you miss your target. Only others may break on contact. I don't know if that actually hit him or if he dodged it and like crashed into something. I got him that time.
You made it to round 4. Here, see if you can put this staff to good use.
Oh, baby. I might be able to. Oh, inventory. God, the D-pad feels so far removed on the Duke. It's like, ergonomically, it's not made with, like, fast switching in mind. Oh, love the sound. So hollow. Oh, that just went right through him.
Incredible. One more wave and you're gonna break Morpheus's record.
Oh, I thought it broke it for a second. I'm like, shit.
Impressive.
Thank you. Just tearing this place up. Oh no, we won't be able to get back up to the upstairs.
That's a new record.
I don't even know what the hell's going on. Neo, you threw it in the wrong space. What the hell is he doing? I don't know what's happening. We're fighting the Hatchet Gang from the Drunken Master, but...
Morpheus, you've gotta see this.
You've gotta see this. I hear the new guy's taking on the program in Morpheus. Oh, you got up too soon, my friend. I like how it clipped through the wall for a second.
God in here, Neo.
Yeah, I'm kicking ass. Incredible! What the hell was that? What happened?
That was amazing.
Like at the last second, I got my face caved in by a hatchet. When are we fighting Morpheus? We're doing all these weird movie fights that weren't in the actual movie. They're like in other movies, but we haven't done the actual fight that was in the movie that this is based off of. What? He like nodded really hard there for a second. Who's this guy? He's just got like 2 MP5s in hand. Whoa. His face just like snapped into a frown. It was like a grimace and then a frown. Why did they shoot that guy? He just crashed into the table. What is going on? I do not understand.
What is going on here?
For this training program, the operator has programmed your firearms with unlimited ammo and will upgrade them as you master each type.
I'm changing things up this time. If you've never fired a gun before, you're about to have no choice.
Oh, I fired a gun.
Getting all fancy with your kung fu. I'm taking away your ability to fight hand to hand.
Did you just do that thing? Doesn't seem right. I'm trying to fire. Okay, I guess you need to lean out of cover.
Remember to focus, Neo. Your shots become more accurate. Watch out, Neo. The boss is on to you.
Why does it take so long to fire? It's so weird. What's the point of cover if I just get shot anyway? I think jumping exactly worked like I thought it would.
More headed your way. Use cover and shoot over and around corners to avoid getting hit.
I like how it still targets like a dead body, even though the body is long since de-rendered. I'm sure I'll get used to this. Oh my god, what is going on? I'll get used to this combat eventually, but boy, having a rough go at it right now. It's a lot more intuitive than Enter the Matrix, surprisingly. What is that? I want that. What is that?
Follow the boss, Neo.
Alright. I think it might be like a focus booster or something.
These people need you.
Flick right, left, and move left, up, or around to cover step in the open. There we go. That's the, like, jump I wanted. God, what is this camera angle? Go away. No. I don't even know where they are. Where is this person? Roll out. Oh no, I've already done that.
The enemy could be waiting for you around any and every corner.
Wow, there he goes. Just want to take a moment to recognize someone that makes the stream possible, Solidus. Well, he's a good bod. He's a good friend.
Try more aerial targeting. Use wall runs and jumps to catch big air, target an enemy, then fire away. Not only does it make you hard to hit, but it looks cool.
Yeah. Like, regain my focus for a second. Yeah, I've known Solidus. We know each other outside of just Twitch. Why is he going through like these invisible walls, or why is he breaking these walls? I don't get what's happening with this guy. I guess he's just breaking through the code or whatever. It's probably how it's supposed to be.
These guys are playing hardball. You gotta mix up your pitches.
Interactive objects with weapon drawn use L, left trigger and right stick to search for target. Okay.
Shoot the fire extinguisher, quick!
You wouldn't think it'd be that explosive. I didn't know there was, like, he's talking to me like I'm a moron. I didn't even see that it was there. It was too far away. Oh, good lord.
That's the guy you want to go after. He's your ticket out of this simulation. But you're gonna have to get past his bodyguards.
Submachine gun. Give me that focus, baby. Take that health, too. Why is it so hard for him to walk up the stairs? Whoa. Okay, yeah, I get it. There's somebody up there. Don't just lock onto him when I'm not even on that floor yet. Jeez.
The boss is getting away. Hurry, Neo!
.180 targeting. While in target lock, tip right stick back to lock on enemies behind you. Oh, I thought he took away my ability to melee. I just kicked the shit out of that guy. like, I better not take any damage from that. I just, like, got locked into a cutscene or something. Okay, that didn't work. That guy's like running up a chair. I don't even know how that's possible.
Take cover. You need to let your wounds heal, Neo.
Yeah, the problem with that, I'll try, but he seems to be moving pretty damn fast too. Oh, there it goes. I'm like, the life bar doesn't... He's like telling me to heal. The life bar doesn't seem to be healing me any. Think I got him.
Awesome. Man, you're really getting good at this.
I don't know, I felt kind of shit at that, but... Why is he holding like an invisible gun? This game is really weird. The second gun will manifest. They just have to download it in. I know Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu.
Show me.
This is a sparring program.
It's like how like these movie clips are like how the movie would work if it was edited by a spaz. Because they don't let, oh my god, they don't like let any room for the scenes to breathe. This is a sparring program, and then immediately they're kicking ass. Can I just grab this? Can't really see what's going on. I feel like I'm a little bit... He's at a bit of a disadvantage, but, you know, that's alright. Where's he going?
Grab a weapon and defend yourself, Neo.
Come on. Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
I don't know if they actually got Lawrence Fishburne for this, but whoever they have voicing the lines, if it isn't him, sounds really close. Same with Keanu. I'm not sure, but I mean, I would assume it's easy enough to mimic Keanu's lines. Whoa! Remember when Neo and Morpheus sparred and Neo just like kicked the shit out of Morpheus? Oh, we're focusing again. We unlocked something else. Special ability. Off the wall strike. Press Y after focus wall jump to attack quickly. Off the wall super. Press B after focus wall jump to slam your enemy. There we go. That's cool. What was that, Neo? Doing a little twirl. I don't even think that's how physics work. But I guess that's the point of the Matrix. When it first started off, I'm like, oh, that's a little lame. And then it became something more. Wow. What is on his head? Is he like wearing a headpiece or like an earpiece or something? I think his model is just breaking.
Remember that in here, your abilities are limited only by your mind. Focus, Neo. Run it. Come, Neo. There is something I want to show you.
Okay. Can't just open that door, can you?
I designed this room with the Matrix in mind. The phone is your exit, but you must reach it first if you want to live. Catch me, if you can.
Use L to quickly run over ledges. Okay. Focus jump grab. Reach high levels above. Use the left trigger to run straight at the wall and press A to peek at its peak to jump up and grab the ledge. It's Ninja Warrior. Focus jump between walls to reach up high places. That didn't work. Okay, we we gotta start. It's like we gotta start going in the other direction. Son of a bitch. I keep holding right, maybe I shouldn't. It's like I felt like I had a lead on him earlier, but I guess not now. God damn it. The wall jumping is not intuitive. Like jumping between walls, it's not great. You think it's revolutionary? It's Matrix revolutionary. I don't get it. It's weird. And I like how seemingly there's like a different mechanic.
If I were an agent, you would be dead.
Yeah, sorry. It seemed like it took you a long time to get up between those walls too.
Catch me, if you can.
Oh, I gotta do it again? Shit. Yeah, none of this was a problem until we had to start jumping between walls. It's like he doesn't want to do it. It's like he'll jump to the other side and then he'll just like give up. I'll try to press the focus button again. See, it's like I did this last time. Okay, is he gonna make it? Thank God. Shit, I don't know. I got lucky that time. Oh shit, the angle of that jump was a little bit too far. Jump! Why didn't you jump?
Catch me.
I'd lose it on the last second there. I said before, his jump game kind of sucks, but like jumping at an angle or whatever, it's even worse. The movement is not fine-tuned, I think, for detailed maneuvering. Yeah, the worst nightmare is gonna be clearing the jumping between walls deal. Did it on the first go that time. Thank God.
As you can see, Neo, focusing on the path before you has its rewards.
I stopped trying to hold, I think between the wall jump thing, what I stopped trying to do, because I think at first I was trying to like hold the focus button between jumps, but I think you just have to like press the left trigger and then the jump button as soon as you hit the wall. That seemed to be what worked for me, and like not press any direction whatsoever, because if you press a direction, he's just going to go wherever the hell he wants, and it's usually in the wrong direction.
We're going in. Taking Neo to see her.
Is that other guy still streaming? I'm the #1 Matrix Path of Neo streamer on Twitch right now. There was one other person streaming this game when I switched over from Lord of the Rings.
But the Matrix cannot tell you who you are.
But an oracle can.
You know what that means? Know thyself.
Ignorance is bliss.
Do you think you are the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
Did he tell you why he did it?
Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought an agent has died.
Trinity! Help!
But where they have failed, you will succeed.
How did you do that?
Do what?
Why you're here?
Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends. It is only yourself.
You're only using myself.
So you're here to save the world.
Oh, that other guy is not streaming anymore.
Why, oh why didn't I take the blue pill?
I'm not the one.
Morpheus believes in you, Neo. He believes it so blindly that he's going to sacrifice his life to save yours.
I hope the Oracle gave you some good news. APOC, we're moving.
Alright.
What the hell?
Finally, we're in the real Matrix.
Neo.
So we're still in the first movie. They're flashing so many scenes up, I thought, are we going to be getting reloaded as soon as this gets through? But no, we're, let's see, you will lose progress on this level. There's an autosave though, right? Oh God, I hope there is. They went through a shitload of stuff if there isn't. What sort of extras we got? Movies. But they don't show you the actual films. Well, they show you the film clips, but like, you're not going to get it unedited. Just stream until I beat it. I think I'm good on that. Let me see how long, let's take a look at how long to beat. How long is this on average to beat? Let me just type in the Matrix, we'll see. Enter the Matrix takes 7.5 hours for most people, but that's probably not counting both paths. I think it took me a little bit longer. But Path of Neo takes about 9.5 hours just to get through the main story, no extras. So, yeah, that'd be a long stream, even for me. I think the longest stream I've ever done was like about 7 hours. I think it was like a Red Dead Redemption or something like that. Actually, we probably pushed that in recent stream history. I think this year there's been some streams that have gotten like, I don't know if the Red Dead Redemption one was 7 hours, but I think there's some that I've done recently that have been like close to 7 hours. So I don't know, but we're not going to be doing that tonight. That's not going to be a a goal I'm going to be shooting for. I don't think I'll ever do like a 24-hour stream or anything like that. It doesn't sound fun to me. But I think that's going to do it for tonight. We got some decent progress done with this, I feel. I wanted to get through all the training stuff, and then once we finally got back into like the real Matrix and not like trading programs, then I think that'd be a good point to like pick up off of. So we'll come back to this some other time. I might flip-flop back and forth between this and the original Final Fantasy VII. So next stream we do might be OG FF7, and then we'll probably come back to this the next time around. So next time we see this game could be like early next week. We'll see how it goes. But I might end up doing like a weekend stream or something like that. We'll see. But that's going to be it for tonight. So appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys for watching. Nobody I know of is streaming. I would have totally rated that guy that was streaming Path of Neo before me. There was one guy streaming it recently, and oh no! Hold on. God damn it, Daler. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, that's a big raid. There was nobody that was streaming. I must have been the only... Unless you just signed off. I didn't see your name. Of course, I didn't reload either. Thank you. I appreciate the raid. Thank you very much. Well, since he raided, I'm just going to go ahead. I'll take a recommendation after that, but let me do like one more level. We'll do one more level. Stream Metal Gear Solid. Not Metal Gear Solid 2? Was it the collection? Maybe it just defaults to Metal Gear Solid if you type in the collection on Twitch. I don't know. I can assume you were probably doing the big boss run though. Anyway, let's do one more level. We'll check it out. I appreciate the raid. Thank you everybody that's joining in. We are doing Matrix Path of Neo, which is a very interesting game so far. It's a little janky, but it's been fun. We've been going through all the training programs, and now we're back in the real Matrix. I think we're about to encounter a agent for real. I will try to remember that. Also, I muted the capture card. So, let me get back on there. Nah, I don't mind doing another one. It's only 3 a.m. It's only 3 a.m. I'm sure we could get more in. Alright, we already saw this, so let's go in through here.
What the hell?
Neo!
Neo, we're cut off. You're going to have to make it to the west wall yourself. We'll meet you.
I have enough power to break through this wall.
There's nothing we can do. Neo must walk
Maybe not.
on his own.
Wet wall. Got it.
Alright, let's see what happens here. Because so far what they've been doing with this game is interesting. It's like expanding on the movies. So you get to see a little bit more detail. And not in like a superficial way either, but like actual detailed scenes where they've gone beyond what the movies show. They even give you some options to kind of like change out different like options that Neo performed. Do different things. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. That almost looks like the movie poster for Twilight. You were watching this cutscenes from the movie. It looks interesting. Yeah, no, it's been a fun game. There we go. I knew I could break a wall. You've achieved greater level of awareness. Focus meter extended. The combat, boy, it's janky, but it's sort of fun once you start getting into it. Weapon strip. Use B, then R on an armed enemy to strip him of his weapon.
Did you see anything? No, I thought I heard voices from the stairwell, but there's a wall blocking it off.
Yeah, there was also this really loud bang, like somebody had kicked the wall down.
I could have sworn I've walked down that hall before.
It's what they call deja vu, sir.
You're busted.
Give me that gun. Sorry, officer. I'm just like, okay, we can't kick doors down. We still can't kick doors down. We have to open them like a loser.
You stop!
They're trying to.
What the hell? Kill you, punk.
Is he alive? Oh, he's alive. Give me that gun. Alright. I gotta say, though, compared to Enter the Matrix, I feel like Enter the Matrix is a lot more intuitive in terms of its control scheme, and it eventually was more fun to play, like, immediately right off the bat. This one's got a bit of a learning curve to it, so... And I still haven't gotten over that curve. Oh, did we disarm them? I like how he doesn't even pick up a gun. It's like a force ability. It just zips right into his hand. Starting to believe. I need that voice clip. We've used it so many times in a mocking sense. I need to put it in the stream. He's beginning to believe. Yeah, kick his ass. What the hell was that? He like did it splits in midair, trying to dodge this guy. Use L and the right stick to lock onto interactive objects. I mean, there's a, I don't see how. Holy shit! Alright, I guess that was one of them. I wasn't even sure what I was logging onto. I just saw that there was somebody over there. We got something. You've achieved great level of awareness. It's just the same damn thing every time. 5-hit strike combo. Okay, well that's cool. I lock onto that though? That looks like a... Okay, there it goes. I couldn't lock onto it, but I could shoot it. At the very least. Now this is starting to feel like Max Payne. All this shit going on here. Like busting walls down with propane tanks and running through with janky ass shooting.
You remember this wall being here when we came? Get him on the ground.
Whoa! Alright, that worked out. Health, even though I didn't need it. I'm so good at dodging, I'm like dodging around him 6 times more than I need to. It's funny, I don't remember Neo being quite this good at this point. Like, he could probably take on one of the agents. I think at this point, if he was this good. I mean, I'm glad that we get the opportunity to play through this, don't get me wrong. But, like, I'm just beating the shit out of these people with, like, no regard for health or well-being. And I'm doing all sorts of moves. Yeah, no shit. Oh boy, here we go.
These walls. Do they know where I am?
Is he dead? I think he's dead. That is true. You can follow Mr. Miyagi's advice and just not be there. But like we're nowhere. we're in so many places. We're nowhere to be seen. Like, look at this shit. Like, I'm breaking down walls and I'm dodging through all these guys. I'm taking on like 6 cops at once, dodging bullets. Like at this, yeah, exactly. At this point in the movie, if Neo had these abilities, I don't think Smith would have been a problem, or any of the other agents. I don't even know what happened to that guy. Why did he just suddenly vault into the air? The ragdoll physics. I can make that guy do the splits. Whoa! Let's kick 3 of them in the ass at once.
Damn it. We've got to get out of here. That wall came out.
All these cops are like suffering in here.
I'm not dying here.
Too bad. Sorry. I don't make the rules. Oh no, the game is fun. It's not the most intuitive, but it's fun to play. I had mentioned it before, but I think Enter the Matrix is more intuitive right off the bat, and I think it was more fun right off the bat. This is fine, but it's like, it's so weird with all this shit like flying around and stuff. And it's like, there's a lot more to take in. The thing about Enter the Matrix is that it's simpler, I feel. And this one is not as much. There's like there's many more mechanics that you can do. And there's combos and shit. And it's fun, but it could be easy to kind of get like a little overwhelmed. The guy like countered me, but then I shot him so many times that he just died.
Come on. Hit him with a grenade.
No, don't do that. But anyway, Taylor, if you're still there, I think you would enjoy this game. It does, we had talked about it briefly before, but like the whole being able to do things differently in the movie is a very cool mechanic of like the game in and of itself. But like the combat and stuff, I mean, I've seen you play worse. It's not like the greatest thing ever, but I'm sure it's better than some of the other stuff you played. It's better than the Bourne, the porn game. What was that? Conspiracy? I was gonna say I could use another health kit, but Guess he's regaining health fast enough. Oh, that just like boosted it back up though.
Neo, I'm here.
Great. Who are you?
APOC.
Oh. Knock them down and shoot them while they're on their ass.
Neo,
Grenade launcher.
we may need it later.
Alright. I guess that takes the place of the shotgun. Or, well... Oh, hey Morpheus. Alright. Well, let's see. So we didn't unlock anything. Oh, I didn't even realize that there were more of this. God, there's a lot of abilities you can unlock. See, that's what I'm afraid of, is like too much shit and then it becomes a little overwhelming. But honestly, in the combat, it's so frantic. And not necessarily in a bad way, but there's just like so much shit going on sometimes. It's like you're just kind of scrambling to come up with something to do. And it usually ends up working out, which is good. But yeah, it's like... sometimes it could get a little overwhelming. Oh no, you're good. Don't worry about it. I appreciate the raid, so don't you even worry about that. But yeah, we finished up that level. I think we're good. I'll go ahead and take my fault suggestion. We're gonna raid. We're gonna end the stream, and we're gonna raid Bareth87, who is playing Evil Genius 2: World Domination. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate everyone being here. Those people that stuck around with Daler's stream. Daler, best of luck to you if you're still working on the Metal Gear Solid 2 run. I hope that works out. And everybody else that was here, thank you much. Let's go check out Bareth, and you all have a good night. Until next time, I will try to be back tomorrow. We'll see if we can do some original Final Fantasy VII. And other than that, yeah, you guys take care. We'll see you next time.